What if the thoughts you hold in your mind are more powerful than you've ever imagined? What if, right now, the beliefs you carry are shaping your reality, not just in small ways but in profound, life-altering patterns? Imagine waking up each morning and feeling completely aligned with your deepest desires, where opportunities seem to flow effortlessly, challenges transform into stepping stones, and life begins to mirror the vision you've always held in your heart. This isn't fantasy. It's the foundation of a concept called spiritual manifestation, and it's rooted in the teachings of Dr. Ernest Holmes, a pioneer in the exploration of consciousness, universal laws, and the untapped power of the human mind. Holmes devoted his life to understanding how thoughts, beliefs, and intentions create the framework of our existence. He believed that spiritual and scientific principles are not separate, but deeply interconnected, working together to shape the world around us. His groundbreaking work, The Science of Mind, has helped countless people harness the creative power of their thoughts to transform their lives, turning scarcity into abundance, fear into confidence, and confusion into clarity. But what does this process really involve? How do we move from simply hoping for change to intentionally creating it? And most importantly, how can you use these principles to unlock your hidden potential and experience the transformation you've been longing for? Today, we're diving into Dr. Holmes' timeless teachings on spiritual manifestation, not just as a philosophy, but as a practical, actionable guide to reshaping your reality. Whether you're completely new to these ideas or have already started exploring the power of the mind, this video will give you insights into why your thoughts have the ability to influence your experiences, how to align your consciousness with the universal energy that governs creation, and step-by-step methods to start manifesting the life you want today. Holmes often said, "Change your thinking, change your life." But what does that really mean? Is it enough to just think positively, or is there a deeper process at work? Something that requires not just belief but alignment with fundamental spiritual laws. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to 1. Recognize and release limiting beliefs. 2. Focus your mental and emotional energy toward what you truly desire. 3. Work in harmony with the unseen forces that guide creation. More importantly, you'll discover how these teachings can be applied in your everyday life. Whether you're seeking more love, financial success, peace of mind, or a sense of purpose, this is not about quick fixes or empty affirmations. It's about shifting the way you think, feel, and act, aligning yourself with the principles that Holmes believed were the keys to unlocking your divine potential. So if you've ever felt like there's more to life than what you're currently experiencing, if you've sensed that the answers you're seeking might already be within you, stay with us, because what you're about to learn has the power to change everything. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success, happiness, and peace effortlessly while others struggle despite their best efforts? Is it luck, hard work, or is there something deeper, something invisible guiding the course of our lives? Dr. Ernest Holmes believed there is. He dedicated his life to uncovering the hidden laws that shape our reality and teaching others how to use them consciously. His work, The Science of Mind, offers a blueprint for understanding the creative power of thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. It bridges the gap between spiritual wisdom and modern psychology, showing that the mind is far more than a tool for processing information. It's the gateway to transformation. The idea may sound mystical at first, but Holmes approached it with clarity and logic. He argued that we live in a universe governed by principles, much like the laws of gravity. And by aligning our thoughts with these principles, we can attract the life we desire. What Holmes proposed is simple yet profound. Our thoughts are creative forces. They shape the energy we emit, and this energy interacts with the universe, influencing the events, people, and opportunities that come our way. But this isn't just theory. Holmes provided practical methods, techniques like affirmations, visualization, and spiritual mind treatments that allow us to direct this energy intentionally. For Holmes, spiritual manifestation wasn't about forcing reality to bend to our will. It was about recognizing our connection to the divine intelligence that already exists within and around us. Once we understand that connection, we can work with it rather than against it. This isn't a new idea. Ancient traditions have spoken of similar truths for centuries. But what Holmes did was organize these timeless principles into a system that anyone can apply, no matter their background, religion, or beliefs. Today, millions of people continue to follow his teachings, finding comfort and empowerment in the realization that they are not victims of circumstance, but co-creators of their experience. The key, Holmes explained, is not just wishing for change but believing in it, acting as if what you desire is already yours. This approach does more than inspire hope. It rewires the subconscious mind, breaking patterns of fear and limitation that often keep us stuck. Imagine how different life would feel if you could shift from worrying about problems to trusting in solutions. What if you could replace self-doubt with confidence, scarcity with abundance, and confusion with clarity? That's what this video is about. It's about unlocking the tools Dr. Holmes shared for manifesting meaningful, lasting transformation. Tools that have helped countless people overcome obstacles and create lives filled with purpose and joy. Whether you're looking for financial success, better relationships, inner peace, or simply a deeper understanding of your place in the universe, the principles we're about to explore offer a roadmap. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to begin applying these ideas in your life, and you may even start noticing shifts before the day is over. Why do so many people feel stuck in patterns they can't seem to break? Why does it often feel like life is happening to us rather than for us? Dr. Ernest Holmes believed the root of this struggle lies in misunderstanding the creative power of the mind. Most of us move through life reacting to circumstances, believing that our thoughts have little influence over what happens. We think success is reserved for the lucky or the privileged, while we're left to accept things as they are. This belief system keeps us in a cycle of limitation, one where our fears, doubts, and insecurities quietly shape our experiences. Holmes observed that most people operate on autopilot, unaware that their habitual thoughts are constantly sending signals to the universe. These signals, much like seeds planted in soil, grow into the circumstances and events we experience. But here's the problem. Many of these thoughts are rooted in fear, lack, and unworthiness. How often do we say things like, "I'm not good enough. I'll never have enough money. Things never work out for me"? Statements like these may seem harmless, but Holmes taught that every thought is a form of energy, and this energy shapes reality. When we hold limiting beliefs, we unintentionally reinforce the very outcomes we're trying to avoid. This creates a cycle that can feel impossible to escape. For example, someone who constantly worries about money may unknowingly attract more financial struggles, not because they deserve it, but because their focus on lack strengthens that experience. The challenge isn't just breaking these patterns, it's recognizing them in the first place. Holmes believed that most people never question their thoughts. They assume their mental habits are fixed and their circumstances are random. This makes it difficult to imagine a different reality, let alone create one. This is where Holmes' teachings become transformative. He argued that the mind is malleable and that by shifting our focus, we can break free from cycles of fear and doubt. But this requires us to do something many find uncomfortable: take responsibility for our thoughts. This isn't about blaming ourselves for life's struggles. Instead, it's about empowerment, recognizing that we are never truly stuck because the power to change begins within. Holmes emphasized that the universe responds not to desperation but to conviction. This means the moment we shift our mindset from, "I hope things get better," to "I know things are already improving," we start creating a new reality. But this raises another challenge. How do we learn to believe in something before we see it? For many, it's hard to trust in unseen forces or have faith in principles they can't immediately measure. This skepticism often holds people back from fully committing to the process Holmes described. The good news is that Holmes didn't ask anyone to blindly accept his teachings. Instead, he encouraged testing these ideas through personal experience because true belief is built through results. And that's what we'll focus on next: why these principles work and how modern science is beginning to confirm what Holmes knew nearly a century ago. Dr. Ernest Holmes believed that the universe operates on laws, unchanging principles that govern creation, energy, and existence. Just as gravity keeps us grounded, these spiritual laws influence the outcomes we experience in life. At the core of his teachings is a profound idea: the mind is not separate from the universe. It's a channel through which divine energy flows. Holmes called this universal force infinite intelligence, a creative presence that responds to the thoughts and intentions we hold. According to him, every thought we think is a form of energy, and this energy interacts with the unseen forces around us, shaping our experiences. But how does this actually work? Modern science is beginning to shed light on concepts that parallel Holmes' teachings. Quantum physics, for example, has shown that particles can behave differently depending on whether they are observed, a phenomenon known as the observer effect. This suggests that consciousness plays a role in influencing reality at the most fundamental level. Holmes didn't have access to this scientific language, but his insights align closely with these discoveries. He believed that thought is a form of vibration, and just as ripples form when a pebble is dropped in water, our thoughts send ripples into the universe, attracting circumstances that match their frequency. In simple terms, positive thoughts create positive energy, which attracts opportunities and growth. Negative thoughts create resistance, reinforcing struggle and fear. Holmes also emphasized that these laws are neutral. The universe doesn't judge our desires or fears, it simply reflects the patterns we feed it. This is why vague hopes or passing wishes rarely lead to results. The energy must be focused and clear for it to manifest effectively. This principle is at the heart of what Holmes called spiritual mind treatment, a practice designed to align thought patterns with higher truths. He believed the key was to act as if the desired outcome is already achieved, shifting the subconscious mind into a state of belief rather than doubt. Holmes described the subconscious as fertile soil. Whatever we plant there grows, whether it's seeds of abundance or seeds of limitation. This is why repetition, visualization, and affirmations play such a central role in his teachings. They work by rewiring neural pathways, gradually replacing fear-based patterns with empowering beliefs. Scientific studies now support this idea. Neuroscience has shown that the brain is neuroplastic. It can form new connections and reshape itself based on repeated thoughts and behaviors. For Holmes, this was proof of humanity's divine nature. We are not separate from the creative forces of the universe. We are extensions of it, capable of bringing ideas into form. But he also warned that this process requires more than occasional effort. Consistency, clarity, and faith are essential. Without them, the mind remains scattered, unable to harness the full potential of these principles. Holmes often said, "The law of mind is like a mirror. It reflects back to you the image you hold in your thought. This reflection happens whether we're aware of it or not." The challenge is learning how to consciously shape what we project. A skill we'll now break down into practical steps. Dr. Ernest Holmes offered a practical method for harnessing the creative power of thought, a process he called spiritual mind treatment. This technique is more than positive thinking. It's a structured, focused practice designed to align your mind with universal principles and transform limiting beliefs into empowering truths. Holmes described it as a scientific form of prayer, not a plea for help but a statement of truth that affirms your connection to infinite intelligence. Here's how to apply it step by step. Step 1. Recognition. Acknowledge the infinite presence. Begin by recognizing that there is a universal intelligence governing all things. Call it God, Spirit, Source, or energy, whatever resonates with you. This step is about shifting awareness from limitation to possibility. Example: I recognize that there is one infinite power in the universe, and it is perfect, whole, and complete. This power flows through everything and everyone, including me. Step 2. Unification. Connect yourself to this power. Next, affirm that you are one with this universal presence. Holmes taught that we are not separate from the divine. We are expressions of it. Example: this divine intelligence works through me and as me. I am one with its creative energy. This step helps dissolve feelings of separation, replacing them with confidence and connection. Step 3. Declaration. Speak your desire into reality. State your desire in present tense, as if it has already been fulfilled. Holmes emphasized that the universe responds to belief, not doubt. By affirming your outcome with conviction, you create the mental and emotional state necessary for manifestation. Example: I accept that abundance flows into my life now. I see opportunities, experience growth, and attract prosperity with ease. Avoid phrases like "I hope" or "I want" since they imply lack. Instead, speak from a place of certainty and gratitude. Step 4. Gratitude. Give thanks in advance. Express gratitude as if your desire is already fulfilled. Holmes believed that gratitude amplifies energy and strengthens faith. It shifts focus away from doubt and into trust. Example: I am deeply grateful for this abundance and the opportunities it brings. I celebrate the unfolding of this truth in my life. Step 5. Release. Let go and trust. Finally, release your affirmation into the universe, trusting the process. Holmes compared this step to planting a seed. Once it's planted, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust the soil to do its work. Example: I release this word into the law of the universe, knowing it is already done. And so it is. Holmes encouraged practicing this technique daily, especially in moments of doubt or fear. Whether you're affirming health, abundance, or peace, the key is consistency. Over time, these affirmations reshape the subconscious mind, making new patterns of thought and behavior feel natural. For beginners, Holmes suggested starting small, choosing one clear intention and focusing on it fully. With practice, this process not only creates external results but also fosters a profound inner transformation, shifting how you see yourself and the world around you. Dr. Ernest Holmes believed that transforming your mind doesn't just change isolated areas of your life. It redefines your entire experience of reality. By practicing spiritual mind treatment, people often report powerful shifts, not only in their circumstances but also in how they feel, think, and respond to life. 1. Emotional freedom and inner peace. One of the most immediate benefits is a sense of calm and clarity. Holmes taught that many struggles stem from inner resistance, fear, doubt, and worry that block the natural flow of abundance and peace. When people start using affirmative statements rooted in truth and faith, these mental barriers begin to dissolve. Instead of reacting to life with anxiety, they start responding with confidence and trust. For example, someone battling financial stress may feel a release of tension as they affirm abundance and focus on gratitude. This shift often opens the mind to new opportunities and creative solutions they couldn't see before. 2. Breaking limiting beliefs. Holmes emphasized that belief shapes experience. By repeating affirmations that replace old fears, people reprogram their subconscious minds. Studies in neuroscience now support this, showing that repeated thoughts strengthen neural pathways, eventually creating new habits and perspectives. Real-life examples include individuals overcoming self-doubt to start successful businesses, heal from chronic illnesses, or find fulfilling relationships, all by first changing their internal dialogue. Holmes often said, "Change your thinking, change your life." 3. Enhanced focus and productivity. Aligning thoughts with intention brings a sense of purpose and clarity. People who practice Holmes' methods often find they waste less time worrying or second-guessing themselves. Instead, they feel energized and directed, taking actions that align with their goals. For instance, someone struggling with creative blocks may experience breakthroughs simply by affirming their inner genius and letting go of doubts about their abilities. 4. Strengthened faith and resilience. Another profound shift is the ability to trust the process, even when results aren't immediate. Holmes taught that spiritual growth requires patience and persistence. The practice of affirmations builds faith in unseen forces, helping people stay focused during challenges rather than giving up. Those facing hardships, such as job loss, health issues, or relationship struggles, often find a renewed sense of hope and strength, allowing them to face difficulties without fear. 5. Manifesting tangible results. While Holmes focused heavily on inner transformation, he also stressed that changes in thought inevitably lead to visible results. People have shared stories of sudden financial opportunities, career breakthroughs, and improved relationships, all starting with a shift in mindset. These results aren't magical. They're the product of focused intention combined with action. 6. A sense of purpose and connection. Finally, Holmes believed that aligning with infinite intelligence awakens a sense of spiritual purpose. Instead of feeling disconnected or powerless, people begin to see themselves as co-creators, partners with the universe in shaping their reality. This shift often leads to deeper connections with others, a stronger sense of compassion, and a desire to serve and uplift those around them. The ripple effect. Holmes taught that inner change creates a ripple effect. When one person raises their vibration, it influences those around them, creating a chain reaction of positivity and growth. He believed that by transforming our own lives, we help raise the consciousness of the entire world. The process doesn't stop with personal success. It inspires others to recognize their power and potential, creating a cycle of continuous transformation. It's natural to question whether a practice like spiritual mind treatment can truly lead to meaningful changes. After all, we're often conditioned to believe that outer circumstances control our lives, not our thoughts or beliefs. Dr. Ernest Holmes anticipated these doubts and addressed them directly in his teachings. 1. Isn't this just positive thinking? One of the most common misconceptions is that Holmes' teachings are merely about thinking happy thoughts. But Holmes emphasized that this practice isn't about ignoring reality. It's about reshaping it. Positive thinking may temporarily boost mood, but spiritual mind treatment works at a deeper level, focusing on the root beliefs stored in the subconscious. By addressing these patterns, it creates lasting change, not just surface-level optimism. Holmes explained, "We are not wishing things into existence. We are recognizing the truth that already exists." This method is about aligning thoughts with spiritual laws, much like tuning an instrument to produce harmony instead of noise. 2. What if it doesn't work for me? Another concern people often have is whether this approach will work in their specific situation. Holmes taught that the laws of the mind are universal. They work for everyone just as gravity works for all. However, he also stressed that success depends on belief and consistency. When people don't see results, it's often because doubts and fears are still active in their subconscious. That's why daily practice and repetition are so important. Holmes compared it to planting seeds. You don't see results overnight, but with care and faith, growth becomes inevitable. 3. What about bad experiences? Did I attract them? A sensitive question Holmes addressed was whether painful experiences are self-created. His response was compassionate yet empowering. He believed that while our past thoughts and beliefs may have shaped certain patterns, we are never trapped by them. Spiritual mind treatment isn't about blame. It's about freedom, breaking free from old cycles and choosing a different path. Holmes emphasized, the past is not a prophecy. Change your thought and you change your future. 4. Can I use this for material success? Some wonder whether using this method for material goals, money, career growth, or health is selfish. Holmes believed there's no separation between spiritual and material well-being. He taught that abundance is a natural part of life and that desiring success is not wrong. It's an expression of growth. Holmes reminded us that true success isn't just about gaining things but about using them wisely and generously to contribute to the world. Holmes often said skepticism is healthy. It shows we're thinking critically. But he encouraged people to test the principles rather than dismiss them outright. The only way to know if something works is to practice it, not for a day or a week, but with consistency and faith. Holmes believed that through experience, doubts dissolve and are replaced by conviction. Now that you have a deeper understanding of Dr. Ernest Holmes' teachings and the transformative power of spiritual mind treatment, it's time to put it into practice. Start small, choose one area of your life where you feel a need for change, whether it's health, relationships, finances, or personal growth. Spend just a few minutes each day applying the 5 steps of spiritual mind treatment: recognition, unification, declaration, gratitude, and release. The key is consistency and belief in the process. Trust that the universe is responding to your thoughts and intentions. As you begin this practice, pay attention to how your thoughts and emotions shift. You may notice subtle changes at first, but with time, you'll experience profound results. I encourage you to share your experience in the comments section below. How has this practice impacted your life? What results have you noticed? Your story may inspire others to begin their own transformation. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe for more insights into personal transformation, spiritual wisdom, and conscious living. Remember, you have the power within you to create the life you desire, starting right now. It all begins with your mind.